Name of Allah, the gracious, the most merciful. Very good morning, students. Today we will discuss about the second requirement of recombinant DNA technology. The first requirement was the gene of interest, and the second requirement is the molecular scissors. Today we will discuss about the molecular scissors or restriction endonucleases. These are enzymes. These are the enzymes which are present in the bacteria. They are naturally occurring enzymes in bacteria. Bacteria synthesize these enzymes for their own protection against viruses. These enzymes can cut down the viral DNA, and so they restrict the growth of viruses. The basic function is to cut any type of foreign DNA which enter in the bacterial cell, and so these enzymes are of many types. Many types of enzymes are present in the bacteria, and they protect them against viruses. And so if this is the strand of DNA, when restriction enzyme act on this DNA strand, the DNA strands is cut into pieces. These are the pieces of DNA. Pieces. So, what are restriction endonucleases? These are natural enzymes of bacteria which they used for their own protection against viruses. Restriction enzymes cuts down viral DNA but does not harm to the bacterial chromosome. These enzymes do not harm the bacterial DNA. These enzymes cut the viral DNA, and so the bacteria use them for their own protection. There are many types of the restriction endonucleases. Isolation of restriction enzymes. They are firstly isolated by the Hamilton O. Smith. In 1970, Hamilton O. Smith at Johns Hopkins University isolated the restriction endonucleases. If this is bacterium and this is the DNA of the bacterium, when phage virus attack the bacterium, this is the genome of bacterium. When phage virus attacked the bacterium, it injected its own DNA into the bacterium. This is the DNA of bacterium, and this is the DNA of genome of or DNA of virus. DNA of virus. When a restriction enzyme act on the DNA of the virus, these enzymes cut down this DNA into pieces. And so when DNA destroy, there is no harmful effects for the bacterium. Variety of restriction endonucleases. There are many types of the restriction endonucleases which are synthesized by the bacteria for their own protection. 400 types of restriction enzymes are present and 20 types of restriction enzymes are more frequently used in recombinant DNA technology. Bacteria produce variety of restriction endonucleases. More than 400 such enzymes have been isolated, out of which 20 are frequently used in recombinant DNA technology. These enzymes cleave the DNA at a specific site, and these sites are known as restriction sites, and so these specific sites are known as the palindromic sequence. Palindromic sequence. Restriction enzymes cut the DNA at very specific sequence of 4 or 6 nucleotides. This palindromic sequence consists of 4 or 6 DNA nucleotides. This is the specific site at which the restriction enzyme acts. 4 or 6 nucleotides arranged symmetrically in the reverse order. DNA locus whose 5 prime end to 3 prime end is identical on each strand. For example, this is the GAT sequence, and from 5 prime end to 3 prime end, their complementary sequence is CTAG. 3 prime end to 5 prime end. When we read from 5 prime end to 3 prime end, this is the GATC. In second strand, this order is reverse. CTAG. C is against G, T is against A is against T, G is against C. This is the reverse order. But when we read from left to right on one strand and from right to left on the second strand, the order is same. And this type of the sequence is known as palindromic sequence. GATC from 5 prime end to 3 prime end, GATC from 5 prime end to 3 prime end. And so this type of the sequence is known as the palindromic sequence, or this is the specific site which is known as the restriction site. And so restriction enzymes cut the DNA at very specific sequence of 4 or 6 nucleotides arranged symmetrically in the reverse order. Such sequences are called palindromic sequence. A series and variety of restriction enzyme can be derived from various types of bacteria. For example, EcoR1 is very important restriction enzyme. It is a very important tool in DNA recombinant technology. This EcoR1 recognizes the palindromic sequence of DNA. See over here, this is the double-stranded DNA, 5' end to 3' end, and the second strand is from 3' end to 5' end. When we read at one strand from 5 to 3' end, it is AATT, and at opposite side from the 5' end to 3' end, it is also same sequence AATT. This is the palindromic sequence of DNA. The restriction enzyme EcoR1 act on this site. It recognizes this specific sequence for action. And so EcoR1, it is a commonly used restriction enzyme which cuts the double-stranded DNA when it has palindromic sequence of bases. This is the palindromic sequence of bases at cleavage site, and so at this site it can cleave the DNA, it can cut the DNA, and the ends can be exposed. At cleavage site in figure, there is a gap into which a piece of foreign DNA can be placed. This is the gap at one strand, and this is the gap at other strand of the DNA, and at these gaps the foreign piece of DNA can be attached. If it ends in a basis complementary to those exposed by the restriction enzymes, these ends are exposed by the restriction enzymes, and so complementary bases, complementary nucleotides can be attached on these sticky ends. And what are the sticky ends? Sticky ends, the single-stranded but complementary ends. This is single-strand DNA, and this is also single-stranded DNA. So single-stranded but complementary ends of the two DNA nucleotides are called sticky ends. These, and so TTAA, AATT, these are complementary to each other. And so because they can bind by complementary base pairing, they facilitate, these sticky ends can help the insertion of foreign DNA into the vector DNA. So foreign DNA can be attached at the vector DNA at the exposed ends, at the sticky ends of the single-stranded DNAs. And so there are many other restriction enzymes are also present. For example, KPN1, BAMHI. Similarly, SMA1, and lastly STU1. These are the other examples of restriction enzyme which are very important tools in the recombinant DNA technology. Thank you very much.